I'm recording. Okay. Yay. Okay. We're going to get started. I am super excited to be here with you guys tonight. I'm going to keep moving this around. Hopefully you don't get too dizzy because I want you to be able to see these beautiful slides that Randy Page made. Okay, so welcome to Plexus. What if this is your answer? The right time, the right place, the right team, and the best opportunity, that is for sure. So I'm super excited for you guys to be here tonight, and I'm very, very happy to be sharing with you a little bit about my story. And tonight we're going to hear from my friend Kate, who I love, and she's on this call. Just met her in person not too long ago in Dallas on a retreat, and she is awesome. She's a college freshman, and she's going to be sharing all about her journey with the products and the business, which is super cool. So in just a little bit, we're going to hear from her. So I want to talk a little bit about what is Plexus? What is this that you're on and what we're all about? So we are the premier gut health company. And when I say premier, I do mean premier, top notch, very high quality products, the best of ingredients. Hang on, I'm going to have to close my chat because I can hear that beeping. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Okay. So what do we have? Our products really have a variety of I don't know, what is the word? I'm blanking on my word. A variety of uses, I guess, for them. Like, people come to Plexus for a lot of reasons, but the main reason that people come to Plexus is for gut health. And I love that so much because if you are not familiar with gut health, let me just give you a quick rundown on the importance of it. It's basically your second brain. There is such thing as the gut-brain connection, and your gut and your brain talk to each other. So there is a lot of connection between how clean and healthy and balanced your gut is to so many symptoms that we experience every day, from bloating, IBS, constipation, even things that deal with your skin, like allergies or eczema. And when you target gut health, you can get to the root issue of so many of those symptoms that a lot of times people just think are normal. Like, at least for me, when I was experiencing bloating, acne, anxiety, I thought those were just a part that was just me, and that was just the way that I was going to live. But working on gut health, changed all of that for me. My skin got clear. I was able to lose baby weight. I was no longer suffering from postpartum depression and anxiety. And I felt healthier and stronger than I ever have. I was no longer having to kill myself in the gym to see no results. I was feeling great. And so when I talk about that connection between the gut and the brain, there's so much science there behind, your mood and energy, and things like I said, like acne, and just overall immunity and wellness that are connected to your gut. And so our products really target the three main pillars of health, which is gut health, inflammation, and blood sugar balance. Our pink drink, which is what we're most commonly known for, is a body balancing drink. So it really helps with balancing hormones and blood sugar balance. And it was first developed for diabetics. So, there's so many health benefits to being able, putting that into your body every day. And what I love about it is it's not a quick fix. You're letting your body go through a healing process. Which is so essential, because what we do to our body so often is look for these quick fixes that really disrupt our metabolism. They really disrupt our the balance between good and bad bacteria, and sort of put our bodies through a lot of stress. So depending on who you are and where you've been, your journey is going to look different from everybody else's, because your body is unique to you, and there's different healings that each person needs to go through. But these products allow your body to do that naturally over time. And so that's why you'll hear us talk, if you are on here, that your sponsor invited you to, or if you've been in conversation with somebody that's talking about the products, they're gonna tell you consistency, a 90-day commitment at least, is really what you need to be able to see the results, but they work. And when you do those things and you listen very diligently and you communicate with your sponsor, you will see the desired results that you want. We also have things for kids, wellness, that my kids have seen amazing results from. I used to give my little one Miralax all the time because she was constipated, and we haven't touched that stuff in almost 2 years, just because we switched out her gummy vitamin to the chewable Plexus X Factor, and they love it. They don't let me forget it at all, any day. Okay, so who is Plexus? Like, who are these people? What is this company? We're a debt-free company. You can really read all of this. You can find this online. So all of this information here on this page. So screenshot it if you want to. But I really want to talk a lot about, like, when you are a customer of Plexus, you are cared for. You keep the people that are at the top have great character, and they really are looking out for the best of everybody that is Plexus. That is not just ambassadors that share Plexus. This is about people's health transformations. We really are preventative, very like healthy, what is the word? Preventative, like wellness company, right? We're really looking for the best in people and helping them reach their highest potential. I didn't mention on the last slide, but our actual first product that Plexus ever made was the breast check kit. So just kind of goes to show the vision in this company and in where they really invest in preventative care and getting to the root issue and helping people to be able to, I don't know, prevent illness and be more aware of their bodies. So I'll show you really quick if you've never seen it. I think I have it in this drawer. I usually do. Yeah, it's right here. It's this breast check kit. It's like $20 or something like that, 25 bucks maybe, but it's reusable and it's really cool. And it has this film in it that allows all of the bumps and different things in your breast tissue to be more sensitive so that you can feel them. And I just love that. Like, just speaks so much, I think, to the character of the company. And when you are somebody that's sharing Plexus, like, you are recognized and rewarded for all of the things all of the time. I cannot tell you the number of prizes that have been sent to my house, the different trips that we've earned. We're taking our kids to Disney for free coming up in March. And they've never been, and they're thrilled. They are so excited. But those are just some of the things that we've been able to be blessed with in just working this business and sharing the products that we love with other people. So I'm going to actually let Kate speak for a little bit about her journey and her story. Look at, she's so beautiful. Her beauty. Share about your beauty. No, share about your story and your business and what brought you here, and take it away, Kate.
Yeah, hi guys. So like Marissa said, that I am Kate. Sorry, my chair. Yeah, I'm Kate. I'm a freshman in college of Charleston. But I'm actually from Columbus, Ohio. So it's like a big switch. But I'm gonna share a little bit about my journey with Plexus and how it really has changed my life, because it honestly has, and it seems so like crazy to say, but it's just been like the best experience for me. And so I actually joined after quitting my job, my glamorous job of 4 years at an ice cream shop. It was fun, but it was just not really filling me up anymore, and I knew as I was getting older, I need something that's going to like fill me up and I actually cared about, and so it just really wasn't doing that for me. So I actually posted on a group, like a little Facebook group in my community, that I wanted to be a nanny because I love kids, and I was like, that's something that's going to fill me up. Like, I want to do that. And so I quit my job, I posted on Facebook, and I actually met Taylor. She's my sponsor with Plexus. And it has been just like a complete 180 for me after meeting her. She is like one of my best friends. She's the most supportive person I've probably ever met in my life. And it's just, she introduced me to Plexus. And so it's just been like the best thing having her in my life. But it was not like smooth sailing with Plexus when we first talked about it. I was very not opposed. I just had like all the reasons in my mind not to do it, because I was just had all these excuses. I was terrified what people are going to think of me. I was just really young when I started. I mean, it was like, it's been like 5 months, but I just really didn't think it was possible for me. But I knew being in college, I couldn't have a 9-to-5 job, and it just wasn't going to cut it. Minimum wage was not for me, going out of state for college. And so after probably like 30 million conversations with Taylor, I finally decided to say yes. And I really was so hesitant. I was like, it's not going to work for me. Like, I will try it, but I just really don't know yet. And I think a lot of my hesitation came from just being so young and not having a single bit of experience in network marketing. It was never something that I ever thought I would go into because I had no idea what it was about, you know? And so that was a part of my hesitation for sure. But Taylor showed me that it was possible. And after her building like that vision in me and that I could actually do it, it's honestly just been like the coolest thing. And so, like I said, I've never been like anything with network marketing ever before. And so I was just super, super nervous. But every person on this team has been like the most supportive like community for me. And it's just been like crazy. And so I really had every single excuse not to do it, but it's really the best thing that I've said yes to. And my biggest fear in college was not being able to provide for myself. My parents helped me out a lot at the beginning, but I knew that I wanted to do something for myself too and just kind of make my way. Being that like independent person has always been my goal. And so getting a steady income in college was my main goal going through with this. And I really didn't need the products in my mind. I didn't need the products. And I was like, okay, like I'll get my welcome pack, but I want to make some money, you know? And that was my mindset. But everything that I was going through, like health wise, I thought was normal. I was getting bloated constantly after eating like a meal, just like lunch, I'd get bloated. And I was like, okay, like that was every single girl ever, like it's fine. And then also like my skin it was just like bumpy and it was just, I was like, okay, like that's normal too. But after taking care of my gut and I started on it's active slim ease combo. And after I just start taking care of my gut, I've just seen everything completely switch. And I have grown this belief in gut health that's just crazy. I just want to share with everybody. And so the products really were not on my mind to start with, but after taking a chance on them, I've seen how much they can really do for me. But as far as like my financial story goes, that's just been like incredible. And that's been my like biggest blessing in college because like I said, that was my biggest goal and I couldn't do a 9-to-5 job with my busy class schedule. And so a few things that have been like a really big blessing for me throughout college, I really get paid like randomly throughout the month. I have like a certain payday, but getting paid like randomly and being able to like go get groceries is just like the coolest thing. And it sounds so small, but like it's just like the coolest thing. And it's like, I don't know, just being in college is just like really incredible, honestly. And I was able to buy my own textbooks, which is also like considered a small thing, but for me that's huge because they're really expensive and my parents were going to buy them. And it's just like I was able to provide for myself and do that myself, which is amazing. And then groceries, like I said, that's like a small everyday thing, but being able to do that for yourself every single week has just really been amazing. And then my biggest thing that just recently happened, I started my retirement fund because of Plexus. Like if I would not have joined Plexus, I'd probably be eating ramen in my dorm like every normal college student because I can't go buy groceries. I can't, you know, but I actually started my retirement fund. And it's just been like the biggest belief building thing for me that I was able to do that because I never ever thought that I would be doing that, especially as a freshman in college. And also for my parents and everybody around me, it's just like, wow, like that's really cool. Like she can do that on her own at such a young age. And so I think saying yes to this has just really been just like belief building for me, but not only for me, for people around me, because it really is possible for anybody and anybody that wants to do this. If you have a job, if you don't have a job, if you have kids, if you don't have kids, like any single person can do this if you want to do it. And so I think for me, the biggest blessing has been, yes, I have earned 2 free trips and that's been really cool too. There's just so many like little like blessings that come like every single month with Plexus and you just never know. You do know, but you never know because it's just like so exciting. Um, but yeah, if you think you can't do this, you really can do this. And you have so many girls that will tell you on this call that you can. And so if you ever thought about joining, just say yes, because I had every single excuse in the book to say no. And I did say no to Taylor probably like 17,000 times, but saying yes finally has been just the biggest blessing. And so just say yes because it's just amazing. I kind of rambled on there, but that's my story.
I love you, Kate. I love you. Thank
so
you for sharing. When you were speaking, I was thinking of a couple things that you said made me think of like, I know that there's been a few girls around your age that I spoke to that have had questions like, well, I'm in college, like all of my friends are in college or just starting out, like, you know, how can I really, you know, bring in an income if I don't have the people in my network to like purchase products? Like how have you been able to work around that?
Yeah, I think that's what's my biggest fear too, is just people were going to think of me because I didn't think that I was going to have I didn't think my network was going to be college people. I really didn't, because I was scared to do it. And so I knew people my age were going to be scared to do it. And I really didn't feel confident in that. But after posting and getting out of my shell, I like most of my team, I think almost all of my team is college students. And so it's just been really cool to find that other community in this, aside from like you guys, you know? And so it's just been really cool to like invite that next level into my team. And I think also the best part about this is the time freedom. Like I literally do my work like in my dorm right here for 30 minutes a day. Like I'm like in sweatpants and a sweatshirt and I'm just like making money. Like it's just so cool. So I think that's
And
like
that's so awesome because like for me too, so like we're in two totally different like stages of life, right? Like I'm a mom to three, I'm pregnant, like I'm not living college life, but it's the same like concepts, really, like being able to have time freedom and work on your own schedule. And I'm a school teacher. And so for me, like the income, like for the life that I want to create for my family, like the income that I get teaching, it just doesn't allow for a lot of that. So it's almost like if any teacher that you probably know probably does some sort of side hustle, whether it's tutoring or, summer school or, extended school year, whatever it is, they're doing something because it's just the way of life as an educator, which is unfortunate, but it's the way that it is. And so for me, it was about like being able to fill the gaps financially and be able to say yes to my daughter when she wants ballet class, or, yes to being able to like now, I mean, they've always said they want to go to Disneyland, but we've never had the money for it. Plexus is taking us for free. So like there's just so many things like that this opportunity has been able to bless me, like in my stage of life and the people that I am around and the people that I touch in my network. But it's really cool too, to see how that also impacts college age students, because really like, I feel like as a college student, gosh, I would have loved to like have this opportunity. Then I was working full time also as a nanny. I was going to school full time and I was taking up like side gigs like all the time to try to make money because I put myself through college. And so like had I had this opportunity, the changes in flexibility and things that I were able to say yes to would have been so different. So anyway, I just love your story and I love hearing your perspective, because I think a lot of times people feel that something like this is, just for the moms or whatever, and that's not the
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think
not
that's
the
really,
case.
I feel like everybody just wants time freedom and like financial freedom. And really, like you and I aren't that different. Obviously we're in different
Mhm.
seasons of life, but like we both want the same things, but have the same 30 minutes of the day to work. And so that's why it's just so cool, because it's really possible for anybody who wants to do this. And that's just why, like, I didn't have that belief going into it, but like now I do. And I'm just like, just say yes, because it's so possible.
Yeah. And it's really cool too. Like we've seen in the big community of Plexus, we call ourselves one Plexus, because we're really, like Kate said, there's so many people in the community. We cheer each other on, even though like her business doesn't influence my business. Like, it's two separate things, but being around that community of other people and being able to bring in other people, like you were saying, even in your college age, that are also driven and looking for flexibility and have big dreams and aspirations that just don't always work in the regular like boxes of life to choose from. But what I love seeing in the big community of Plexus too is like there's several like mom daughter teams and things like that, which is really cool, because it's just another example of like stages of life and how this sort of business model really works for anybody willing to learn and try new things and really just kind of get a little uncomfortable for a little bit and let go of those fears of what other people are going to think about you, because they're your dreams, right? Like they're your dreams and they're your aspirations, and they're not going to happen unless you decide to make that change and start something moving in the other direction. So I just love your story. Thanks so much, Kate, for sharing. And so I'm going to move on to this next slide so that you can see sort of who else is on the team. We have women of all ages on our team. The retreat Kate and I were just on, we had Kate, who's like 19 years old. And then we had, then there's like, me, and there were some other moms and things there around my age. And then we had women in their 50s. And so it's just like, so there's a huge range of people that this works for. And that is the makeup of our team. But really the community is something so special. I've been a part of other companies before where I've not felt this connection, where, we know each other's kids' names and husbands, and we cheer each other on. And it's just the most encouraging, inspirational group of women and some men that I've ever been around. And it has provided so much growth personally for me. And it was actually one of the first things that my husband noticed about the change in me with starting Plexus. He was like, there's so much change, like there's so much good things like coming from you, like this energy and this enthusiasm. And like, it kind of made me feel like, oh, okay, like, he's loving me all over again kind of thing, but it really is amazing when you surround yourself in an environment, to sort of an environment of your aspirations, what you can rise to, and sort of what gets unleashed or unlocked as far as your potential. And so that's why I always say this kind of thing might surprise you to people, because I think it really does bring about some surprises that you didn't know maybe were within you before. So just some reasons why Plexus, like there's no inventory. There's no need to be going to the post office. You don't have to be having parties. There's no certain sales quota that you need to be reaching or anything monthly. And there's no like set products or anything that you have to purchase. The only thing that you're purchasing is the products that you're already taking to benefit your health anyway. And then that makes you commission qualified, and you can get paid the minute you start sharing with anybody in your network. So this is just a look here at the average incomes of some of the ranks. So these are the ranks of Plexus. Kate is senior gold. I am a senior ruby. And in our upline, like this team, that's why I say like this is such a special team, because literally our upline for people, for several people above us is diamond. So like this is the team where we have the systems in place. We have all of anything that you need to be successful has already been created, has already been developed, and it's right there at your fingertips with people that you can reach out to at any time of the day, because we go through every time zone in our team at any time of the day, to get your questions answered and to have support. And obviously, whoever invited you here tonight is somebody cheering you on, and somebody that is willing to help develop you into whatever it is that you're looking for in these goals. And so I just want you to just look at this for a second and just think about like which income of these would truly like be maybe two questions, maybe something that would literally alter the state of your life that you're currently living in right now, and something that would just be really cool to have to fill the gaps. Like, and throw it in the chat. I want to see like what ranks here, which of these numbers resonate with you. And I'd love to see them. I want to pull up the chat. Taylor, Emerald. That's Kate's upline. She is Emerald. I want to see some of these. Diamond, obviously life-changing. Sapphire, I see Chandler on there getting Sapphire. So yeah, like these are life-changing things. I remember when I first started, I was like, man, if I could bring in like $1,000 from my family, that would change things for us drastically. And I will tell you, like I did the work, and I was bringing that in within 3 months of sharing Plexus. So if you're sitting here wondering, well, how long does it take? It's really up to you. It's really up to you and what you want to put into this, in the vision that you sort of have for where you want this to take you. And you can do it, because like I said, you have all of the things here that will get you there. You have all of the people, you have all the training. It's just a matter of you saying yes, and you saying, all right, teach me what to do, and do it. Okay. And then even here in February, so each month, kind of like Kate was saying, it gets exciting because Obviously, like our pay points and things like that stay very consistent so that you know what you will be bringing in every month. But Plexus is so amazing and so generous that each month they sort of give us more money. They give us different bonuses that we could work toward. And I don't know about you, but I'm sort of a person that's like, all right, you're going to like dangle that carrot in front of me. Like, I'll go get that. Like, I'll work for that. And so this month that we have an add to incentive. So if you're somebody that's brand new and maybe you purchased your welcome pack tonight, if you go reach out to say your mom and your sister and you're like, hey, I'm doing this thing, come do this with me, and you get both of them to order their welcome packs, Plexus will give you back $50 in bonuses plus other things that you get. So it comes out to about $120 just for referring two people. And then it's like, well, then what's one more, right? So then you refer three, and then you're getting 357. And that's happening just here in February. So if you're wondering like how quickly you're able to turn around the initial investment that you make, it can happen very quickly. It's just a matter of what you're willing to do and sort of how, if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and try those things. So how to get started. The thing I would encourage you to do, there's a lot of things here on this page that you could take note of and go do. But what I'm going to tell you is to go talk to your sponsor who invited you here today. Talk to them about what it is. What are your dreams? What would you like? What would you want from this? You know, like, do you want to bring in, you know, $100, couple $100 to help with groceries? Because that's amazing if you want to do that, you know. Or if you want to, you know, I was on a call just the other day with somebody and she's like, I want to retire my husband. Like, he works so hard. He's up and down tractors every day. I want to retire him. And if that's you, then girl, let's go. Like, we can do that too, you know? So I want you to reach out to whoever invited you here. And I want you to go ahead and have that conversation and dream big. Whatever you're dreaming up right now, go dream 3 times bigger. That's what I was told by a diamond. And I've watched people do that. I've watched people dream and multiply it by 3 and actually do it. And I was actually one of those people. So go talk to them as soon as this ends in just a minute, and tell them what you thought of the call. Tell them about your fears, tell them about your dreams, and then go get your welcome pack. All right, that's about it. Thanks for being here. I'm going to stop the sharing. I'm going to stop the recording.